Hi everyone, Zoe here, hope you're all well. This is my first real vlog in a very long time. I'm normally over on Facebook or on Periscope, going live, even on Instagram these days as well, going live and telling you about what I'm up to, some really key tips and content. And I thought, you know what, it's about time that I start doing more recorded video. And the first one of this year is where I'm going to talk to you about my goal setting and planning. And I do this absolutely every single year at this time of the year. I absolutely love it. And I started doing this on Boxing Day. And I just started to look at some YouTube videos, and I checked out Amanda Rachley. She's absolutely amazing. So Amanda Rachley, I'm giving you a bit of a shout out. I've been looking at your journaling stuff and following some of your videos, and always looking at big inspirational leaders as well in how they set goals and what they do this time of the year. And you know, I've done this for over about 14-15 years. I started out with a gratitude journal a long time ago, and ever since carried it on. So I just want to show you this, that this was back in 2011, and this was my gratitude journal of all the places I wanted to go, and I wrote down lots of different things. I bullet pointed different goals, and I've got my lovely sister in there as well. Look at that if she's watching. So, you know, right back from, you know, as far back as 2011, I've been setting goals. And lots of people say to me, how do you keep focused? How do you keep going? And, you know, it's all about this journal. All about making sure that I think about what do I want to achieve over the upcoming year, where do I want to be, looking at 3 years and 5 years as well. So I've got another journal which I keep all those long-term goals into, but also I make so many lists. I'm always making lists of things every single day, and I thought, you know what, I'm using so many different types of journals and all my lists are going everywhere. And then my friend told me about bullet journaling. I thought, okay, and it was actually one of the girls in the office called Zoe. She's called Zoe as well. She absolutely loves it. And she said to me, Zoe, you've got to check out, you know, bullet journaling. I was like, okay, I'll go and check it out. So I went back home that evening. I was on YouTube. I thought I'd check it out, and that's where I met, I checked out Amanda Rachley, and I thought, wow, that looks amazing. But I thought, you know what, I really want to put my own touch on it. So I thought, how can I do that? How can I make it more personable? So I started to write out a whole plan of how I'd want my journal to be. And I love all these great creative stickers. So I've got loads of stickers. I've been up Blue Water today, getting lots of different stickers, and you know, these are great. I'll put the links in the comments below to show you where I got these from Typo and from Amazon as well, because I love making things look really pretty, and I love planning. Planning is what really helps me to stay focused. And there's 3 things that I want to talk to you about in this video. Number 1 is your vision. So part of my journal, like I just showed you, is all about having that vision board, having a vision of where you want to be in a year's time, 3 years time, 5 years time, even 10 years time. And you know, and I print that off and I'll put it around the house, and I make sure I keep really focused, because that's my second word. Focus is really important. You know, sometimes in business you'll find that opportunities arise and they come forth, and you think, okay, is that opportunity going to make sure it leads me down where I really want to be? Because I've had opportunities in the past that I thought, oh, that's really great, I'm going to go with that opportunity, and it actually takes me down a different path in where I actually wanted to be. And I've had a fantastic journey doing it, but a lot of learnings with it, and it weren't actually where I wanted to be. So it's really important that you think about, you know, number 1, your vision. And vision can simply be by, like you can see in here, and I've got lots of different magazines. I should have brought them here, but they're on my desk upstairs. But I've just cut out loads of different pictures from books, you know, from magazines. You can print them off the internet as well, and you can just put them into your journal. Make a vision board. You know, what does that look like? Lots of people say to me, because I have lots of people that do accountability, and we do journals and stuff like that, and they have some people are losing weight, some people want to have a certain hairstyle, and they'll cut out that picture and they'll put that on their vision board. Some people really want to achieve things in business. What does that look like? Is it that car? Is it that team? Is it that culture within your business? What do you want that to look like? And lots of people can visual things in different ways. So I'm very much, I love to visualize things by looking at it. Some people love to listen to it. So it's about thinking about what would you hear when that happens? What would you smell? How does it look? How does it feel? And that's all about what your gratitude journal is about as well. And I always have that gratitude part within that journal to make me grateful for what I've got now, but also when that happens, that law of attraction, when you really visualize and focus and take the action, it happens. What does that feel like? And that's most important, making sure that you believe and have no doubt that it can happen. Really, really important. So make sure you do your vision board. Vision board is a real key part of my journal. Next one, like I said, is focus. So really having those task lists. So what I've got, and I've put in there my Instagram planner, how I'm planning my photo shoots with the lovely Ray Hume photography, how I'm making sure that I've got in there my YouTube videos that I'm going to be putting together over the next year, because I'm really focusing on that. My TV's really taken off now, so making sure that I factor that into my task list, making sure that I'm looking at the ZC social media agency, how I want that to look and feel, and how the culture I want that to be around. So task lists are really important, really customizing my journal. And when I went up Blue Water today, there was so many journals to choose from. I was like, which one do I choose? And I went with, Gareth said to me, you went with the most plainest one. I went with a black one, only because there wasn't really much selection up Blue Water. I went in Typo and Paper Chase, and I was looking for the dot pages, because I like that, because they're very much faded and I can go over them with really pretty colours, like I've shown you in my previous journal. I like to doodle, so lots of doodling going on. So I chose a really plain one this time. I'm just going to customise it to what I want it to look like, and I will share pictures of what it looks like on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram, Cairns, come and say hi. But yeah, I'm going to customise it to how I want it to be, and this is what I love about having your own journal rather than having a planner, which I will use this. Gareth got me this for Christmas, and this is going to be more of my day-to-day planning of meetings and stuff like that. I do use my phone, but I love a nice diary on my desk in the office, so I'll be using that. But you can't customise it as much as you can your own journal, which is what I think is really key. So that's why I've got all these great things. I've got a selection of pens, which you can't see on my desk, but selection of pens. I've got my Sharpies. I love these as well. Who loves a nice Bic with different colours? Absolutely great. But again, it's all about my focus. So I have a different key, and I make sure that I've organised my journal how I want it. Everyone's journal would be different. Yours can be different as well. It's all about making sure that the journal that you're planning and you're working with fits your everyday tasks, your monthly tasks, your goals, whatever you want it to be in there. Personal goals, business goals, couple goals. That's something that me and Gareth are going to be doing later as well, over pizza and a nice drink. We always make sure that this time of year that's what we're doing. So, like I said, number one, vision. Have a vision. Plan that vision. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? How do you feel in that moment? Have a vision board that you can visualize what you really want to achieve over the next year, 3 years and 5 years, or longer, like me, 10 years. And then have focus. Really focus on what you really want to achieve over the next year. So breaking down those goals into tasks and then breaking them down over the period of time that you've allocated. Really, really important. And by having that journal, it allows us to focus. And number 3 is about really taking that action. Really important to take action. Make sure you keep to those tasks. It's all great, creating these journals and making them look good and having pretty colours and doodles and however you feel you want them. But it's also really important that we make sure we track and keep each other accountable. So I've got some really great accountability partners. I'm part of an entrepreneurs business club, and I've got a really great friend that loves journaling, and now someone in the office as well, that we're going to keep each other accountable and on top of our daily tasks and keep that momentum going throughout the year, because that's what I love. At the end of the year, I love going back, especially, I'll pick this one out, 2011. I love going back over this, and now I look back, some of those long-term goals I've achieved. I've spoken in over 20 countries, and for me, a lot of that is off my list. Two of the places also I'm visiting this year, which is why I got some really great travel stickers that will be going into my journal, and I'm off to Alaska and New York, which I'm super excited about. And a part of big holidays that I've always wanted to travel to. And I've got some fantastic speaking gigs coming up that are taking me abroad too, which I'll talk to you more about in future videos. But mainly this video was about why do I goal set and journal, use a journal, and it's because it helps me, it helps me visualize what I want to achieve. Number two, it allows me to focus on where I really want to be and what I need to achieve as well. And number three, it really helps me take the action. I spend at least 10 to 20 minutes every day looking in my journal, making sure I've done what I said I was going to do, and making sure that I've ticked off those things that needed to be completed, whether it's on my habit tracker, whether it's about the way that I feel. I have Crohn's disease, so it's looking at my health tracker as well and how I feel, and going on a new diet, which has helped me immensely over the last 6 months, has really helped me push forward with that as well. So keeping a journal is important both for personal and business for me, and I highly recommend that you keep a journal. Lots of people are different. Some people hate journaling, but I absolutely love it. If you love journaling, put in the comments below, what type of journal do you keep? Let's see your pictures on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Tag me in. See my handles in the comments below. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to hearing all about your journaling journey, and to hear your experiences as well. So that's me. Hope you've enjoyed my first vlog, which is still in 2018, nearly 2019. You'll see more of me as well over this next coming year. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and happy journaling, everyone. Take care. Bye.